and we're gonna
from
leave
previous
Pete
episodes.
Forget him. Pete is dead.
You lied to me, as you lied to all of us in our entire life.
We haven't been friends, and we never met before. I know it sounds silly, but this dream was freakingly realistic and complex, and I'm forced to assume, it is more than just a dream.
See? This is why the dream terrorists are so dangerous and effective.
here. And Pete, I'm waiting for you at the canteen.
She likes you.
I want you to meet the mother, the founder of the tower.
I've been already waiting for you, Marius.
Marius Ternovsky, you are under arrest.
This is not reality. Get it?
Take me out of here. I want to be that girl, what I was in my dreams.
You were in coma since 1987.
I must go back to help Karen escaping.
The program. Episode 3, The Fatal Vision.
The same thing happens every time. I try to touch her and I wake up. This dream has haunted me since I was a little child and it keeps coming back. I know it's not just a dream, I feel it. That mysterious ancient ruin, the abandoned remains of a residential block carved out of rock, and that girl inside, I've seen it somewhere before, maybe in a previous life, or who knows, but it's not just a dream, that's for sure. I became obsessed with this dream and it filled my entire childhood.
What is this? Your wet dream.
She couldn't believe how close she was to the truth. I did a research and found out that there is a fictional ancient Asian empire that may not be so fictional after all. The Tartarian Empire used to build those stuffs, but I was looking for that building for 3 years from Kamchatka to the Caucasus in vain. I couldn't find anyone who could confirm that this ruin ever existed.
In fact, Tartaria is the ancient name for the area east of the Ural Mountains, but the Tartarian Empire itself is nothing but a pseudo-historical conspiracy theory. You can find so many stuffs like this on the internet.
What is the internet?
Don't you know?
I was in a coma for 20 years. How should I know?
But it's been years since then, hasn't it?
This world is freakingly new to me anyway. I feel like alien here even now.
And you feel that this childhood dream is connected to your visions in your coma, so Karen and Pete exist in reality, as does that girl in the ruined building.
I feel like these things have happened to me in reality, just maybe in another reality, not this one, and the dream is the key to the vision.
Our time is up. We will continue next week at the same time.
Thank you, Isabella.
Take care of yourself.
Hey, are you blind?
What the hell is this?
What can I do for you? Marius! It's you?
Hello, Katia. Can I get in? I want to talk about your father.
My father committed suicide. He couldn't have lived any longer in a communist country. Marius, I wasn't even born when you fell into a coma, and I've only seen you in the hospital bed. You haven't visited me since you woke up, and now you're standing here in front of me, asking about my father. At least you still remember your own.
I wish I wouldn't remember him. He terrorized us and abused my mother, and then disappeared from our lives, even though that was the only good thing he did in his entire life. But as far as I know, he was your dad's friend.
And what does that change? I'm sorry for what happened to you, but I can't help you. I don't know anything about my father.
another bad dream. Who are you and what do you want from me? Fascinating. I feel solid surface beneath my feet, but it's obviously a sea. Hey, hello. Hey, hello. Hey you. Can you hear me? Hopeless. Solid is liquid and liquid is solid. Oh no again. I can't do anything about it. I'm here. Take me wherever you want.
Hi there, how are you doing? I apologize for the inconvenience caused. Sometimes the system malfunctions, and as a result, you've landed in that world where magnetism differs from your dimension. But fortunately, we found it easily before you would get trouble. Before you say anything, I am not a human being, but an Otrin, one of those multi-legged creatures you have encountered. Only you see and hear as a human. I have the power to manipulate your senses so that we can communicate. I cannot understand a word you are saying, but I can see your thoughts. What you perceive as speech is actually telepathy.
Why was I kidnapped? What is your purpose? Who are you, aliens? What do you want from me? I didn't imagine you to be like this, and I didn't even know you existed. But whoever you are, you won't get far with me. I'm useless to you, and what's more, I'm not even sure this is real and not some simulation. I might still be in a coma and you don't even exist.
I understand your doubts. You are interesting to us because you have the ability to see into other parallel universes in your dreams, and we do not know the reason for this. We are not aware of your possession of the power of the dimensional sphere of space and time. And until now, we have thought that transdimensional travel is a privilege only of our species, and certainly not of humans.
I knew that the abandoned ruin existed in reality, and that girl in my dreams, and Pete and Karen, and if that was all true, you hacked into my mind and manipulated it while I was in a coma, right?
We have been watching you since you were a child, as we have all of your species, and because we can see into your thoughts, we know that you hide nothing from us. But we have not discovered a similar ability in anyone else in your entire history. And we need to know the reason for this. You are right that your visions were manipulated, but we are no closer to deciphering your dreams.
If even your UFO technology can't answer the question that has tormented me my whole life, then what else can?
Do you really think we're aliens? We're Earthlings like you, just from a parallel dimension. For 500 million years, our species has thrived and flourished. And we've created the most sophisticated civilization we know. But the real breakthrough came when we created the sphere of space and time using quantum particles, and by multiplying it, we became able to travel between universes. We suddenly became the possessors of infinite resources and reached the level of what your species calls a Type 3 civilization. Then we far surpassed that, and soon we became not only a transgalactic, but also a trans-dimensional civilization. We also created the human race, breeding them from primates on different parallel Earths to serve us and work for us. But we made a mistake with you. We didn't take your ability of free will into account. Thus you've started to follow on your own way. We will correct these errors and breed a new species of humans in which we disable the ability for free will.
Because your sense of humor is an evolutionary dead end?
Our species communicates telepathically, so we can't really surprise each other. Especially since there are hundreds of billions of us, and we operate as a single entity, like one gigantic mind, with no disagreements or individualism between us, which is counterproductive, because our species is practically a single living being.
There is only one open question left. What will be the fate of humanity after introducing the new type of human?
What is not needed can be sacrificed.
Bastards!
The human body can only tolerate sound vibrations with an amplitude of 200 decibels, which is also our innate weapon that makes all species defensive. who you really are.
I don't know how long I've been here. I've lost tracking the time. The worst part of it all is this silence which drives me mad, and this horrible chill when I receive regularly.
Marius, I'd say it's good to see you again, but what I have to see makes me sad. Look at yourself. You're in a pitiful state.
Dad? It's really you? Oscar Ternovsky? What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you one last time in my life, to see what you've become, but you're a disappointment to me. Here you stand before me, with nothing but a pair of underwear. I raised you to be a good Catholic, but you've accomplished nothing in life. You brought shame on our family.
Don't talk about shame, you hypocritical worm. You left us all alone in the greatest misery because you wouldn't admit that you had a family when it got in the way of your church career. But still, the best thing you did in your whole life was to abandon your family, whom you despised. You are the real hypocrite, sinner, and bullier. We were never good enough for you. I am sick of you.
I'm shocked by your tone. You've never spoken to me like this before. What happened to you, my son?
I'm just doing what I should have done a long time ago, telling the truth. You are a tyrant that no one has ever dared to confront. You are not my father. I'm done with you. I don't want to see you again. Get the hell away. Is this all you can do? Get out of my head, you damn octopuses. I can't take this anymore. Do whatever you want to me, but this is enough. I know you are a human, otherwise I would not be made defenseless. Why do you serve them?
Here you can stay alive only as long as you are useful. You won't need this where you're going.
Why? Where am I going? What's going on here? Answer me! Hey! It's never too late to do good. Following your conscience is always worth it, even in the most hopeless situation.
I'm really sorry, but I can't help you. Good luck!
And then I saw people of all ages, genders, skin colors, and origins, who were all similar in one way. They were all naked, just like me. I can't believe this. Am I dreaming? Or maybe it's true. Pete and Karen. I knew you were both real. Hey Pete, I am Marius. You know, don't you remember? It's me, Pete Karen.
My name is Max and not Pete, and she is Carolina and not Karen, and I have no goddamn idea who you are.
I know what I'm saying is unbelievable, but knowing you, I know now that I wasn't imagining it, and those octopuses who were holding us captive were using you to get information about me.
What kind of octopuses are we in captivity of? Did I miss something?
As I see here, you are the one collecting information, that you are spying on us. So tell us who you are.
To die, not yet. What's this? A rope?
A rope! Here is our chance. Listen to me now, because our lives can depend on what I say. Nothing is lost yet. I'll swing you and you try to catch the rope. Last try. You helped us. Why? Why did you help us?
I thought about what you said then and took your advice. It's never too late to follow your conscience.
Why me, when there were so many in the grinder?
The grinder is also called the throat of death, and it is used to get rid of those who are no longer needed, at least alive. It's a miracle that I was able to save one person, let alone 3.
Is this how these creatures get rid of us?
The system was built by humans, designed by humans, human technology. The Otrans just gave the order, outsourced it to humans. Humans like me.
These creatures don't mess with implementing the dirty job. They force humans to get it done for them, but this is genocide.
They don't even need to force humans. They do it voluntarily, only citing scientific necessity, because if the necessary do not sacrifice the unnecessary, the waste will multiply, devours us all, but I'm out. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Dr. Andrea Constantinescu from Bucharest Research Institute.
I would shake your hand, but my hands are busy. As you can see, I know that after this, it doesn't matter anymore, but still, it would look like stupid.
It's good that you remind me. Here are potato sacks, not tuxedos, but they're definitely better than nothing. I know the way out. Follow me inconspicuously and carefully.
Should we really trust her?
We have no choice either way.
Tommy, I know what you think, but listen to me now. We have to escape. We don't belong here, neither you nor I. We must leave the death factory. Come with us.
There's a word for what you're doing, corporate theft, in which I'm not a partner.
No, it's ethics. Don't you see what is going here? They are human beings who don't deserve such a fate.
Exterminating 6 billion to make a world better for the rest 1 billion is not a big deal. You know this. We the chosen smart minority against the dumb majority. Take it as a self-defense, or do you really think they would spare us?
Do you really think they'll make an exception for you just because you're with them? In social Darwinism, there will always be someone better, stronger, who deserves life more. Who are you to decide the lives of millions?
The death of one person is a tragedy. The death of millions is a statistic. Come here quickly! They want to escape!
Wait!
Oh my gosh! They are coming!
What are you preparing for? Pete!
Come closer a bit.
No way I can understand this. They know our thoughts. They know what we're up to before we even think about it. Besides, it came remarkably close. I was rendered harmless from a distance.
Otrans want to make us believe they are gods when they are not. They also make mistakes. But anyway, we got the key to get out.
What was this monster anyway? And where did it go?
And what is this magical luminous sphere?
It doesn't matter. The point is that this is our way out of here, and we need to know how to use it.
I misrecognized you. Thank you for saving my life.
We saved each other, mutually. Doctor, we need to warn humanity, our families, our acquaintances, our fellow nationals, locals, as many people as possible that they are destined for extermination, and we need to prepare for war against an alien race that we have no chance against. We just acquired an orb. Are we capable of dimensional shift?
I hope so. We were capable hovering. At least we try it.
Congratulations! You have successfully completed the mission, and the subjects have proven that with a little help, they can get out of even the most hopeless situations. Now, the Ternovsky, can have transdimensional visionary abilities. As the indifferent possessor of the sphere, he will lead us to the solution without him knowing. And with the knowledge of his blood type and the formula of his blood proteins, we can accurately track him in all universes and among all people.
Thank you for finding me the most suitable human being for the mission, and because you can see into my mind, you know that I am completely committed to the cause, and I accept with a heavy heart but a cool head the absolute superiority of scientific necessity. We can communicate telepathically even if I am physically away from here, and I will carry out the mission without hesitation, whatever that means.